Welcome back, guys. Today it is the 24th of October 2024. It was a brainstorm day, so let's talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me making 600 today within 7 years. And before we get into it, I have a 50 subscribe goal, and the reason why is because I want to get more accountability, but I'll also give you more accountability back through streaming, because I'm streaming. Let's get into the day, but before we do that, I have a quick announcement. I will be making afternoon videos as soon as I'm done with my own stuff, and the reason why is because I want to make the evening as least as painful as possible. And when I have the energy, I want to do things that I want to do. And the renovations are over, so there's no noise in the background as much anymore, so that's why. So let's get into the day. Basically, we had a brainstorm day. What is a brainstorm day? It is a day where we adapt, calibrate, to find your true north, getting rid of things, adding on to things that do not or do make sense. So, the first thing I came across in this phenomenon of anti-vision. So anti-vision is the opposite of vision board. Well, when I say it's so plain, it doesn't mean anything, but imagine maybe if you ever worked in an office, you've probably seen a like a vision board or somewhere on the wall that people want to achieve. But now I'm gonna make an anti on things that I do not want to achieve in a couple of years. So that's what we've been working on. We had a start. It's not finished yet, but we had 19 things that I do not want to achieve, but through upcoming days there will come more, and basically I will make one. So why anti-vision? Like, isn't vision board enough to motivate you? No, you have to respect the fear as well. I want you guys to know that if I am not only motivated by just seeing my visions and my dream come true. No, I'm also motivated by fear. I'm like, I also need some pain to and discomfort to do stuff. It's just the way I'm wired. Some people don't need that. I do. And it's not gonna be pretty. So when are you going? So why am I doing that? Well, everyone has his high and lows. And when you're high, you're not as actively looking on your fears. I'm not necessarily actively gonna look on the fears, but I want to be reminded, like, hey, you're on the high right now. You're on the high curve. Make sure to your lowest point is also growing with your highest point. So your highest point will eventually be your lowest point, and there will be a new high point, and that's how I want to grow. It's like resonating. If you don't know about physics, resonating, well, it's also a daily term nowadays, that two things that come together have some kind of synergy and produce more than they could produce alone. Or they, they basically get a higher amplitude in physics terms. So that's we've been working on. The other thing that we've been working on is, because I got sick this week, I figured like how I failed a couple of my goals. The first one is the dailies, which I do not necessarily care, because if you're sick, let the dailies go. But the other one is failing goals that you would do dating your old habits. And one of my old habits was ordering food. And it's been going amazing for a while. I've talked about this in a channel before. Everything was going amazing. But eventually, when I got sick, the emergencies did not work that I had in place. And the reason why, they're not good enough. So one of the things was the food. And the food that I have, even though it's good, I do not want to eat it. I want to eat that food. So I figured that I'm going to get that food and freeze it in just in case of the emergency there. I'm not going to do it right now because I just recently been sick, but it's something I'm maybe going to do in December. You never know when you're going to get sick, maybe in a couple of months. If you're not like feeling good and you're on the edge of order, then you have something at home to that is just as good as ordering, that you forget about the ordering. That's basically the goal. All right. So about the Korean and the Japanese, we have finished our top 100 goal Korean and Japanese, and we needed to initiate the next goal. We have been working on that. First of all, with Korean, I need to fix the note taking. There are some errors that do not make sense. Also, the sentences that I have gathered, I'm going to look at patterns, words that are often used, and how they're used and why they're used. And I'm also going to have certain sessions